just a disaster for the Sanders family. You go back 12 months ago.
Oh yeah.
All three of them are together at Colorado. They've got Travis. They're doing a decent job. And then, the season ends. Shiloh can't make a roster. I mean, he got cut, and it's like doesn't seem like anybody's interested in doing anything with him, even as a practice squad guy. Shedeur's going through this weird trial, and Dion's going under the knife again because of some blood clot issues, and he had cancer in the summer. I mean,
mention on the field has been a show too.
Right, but it's been a rough ride for
very rough. It's been very rough.
When
it's
you
been
look
very
at
rough.
it collectively.
Cleveland Browns made a quarterback trade. Okay, they traded Joe Flacco over to the Bengals. Okay, the Bengals have already said, "Hey, Joe is starting this week."
Right.
He hadn't even. I don't even think he practiced. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, you're better than this guy, Brownie." and then so that leaves a spot open for Shedeur. At least you would think. All right, but apparently you got the head coach Kevin Stefanski saying he was non-committal today on whether rookie Shedeur or practice squad quarterback Bailey Zappi would be the team's backup quarterback. Now listen here. If for whatever reason, and damn, I forgot to tap the thing for audio listeners, but I'll just upload the audio from here. If for whatever reason they go to practice squad Bailey fucking Zappi and they name him as the backup quarterback, it is instead of last week we said the end of the season. The time is now.
Yeah.
The time would be like at that very moment. Shedeur has to hey, I'm next on the trading block.
Get me the hell out of here.
Get me the hell out of here.
Wave me if you must.
Take the guaranteed money away. Do what you have to do because there's something you got against this guy. You know what I mean? If you I never was the biggest Shedeur guy to begin with. I didn't think. Yeah. I remember when guys were talking about, is it him or Cam going to be number one quarterback in the draft? I was like, what have you guys been watching? I don't know. And I don't like how he handled the draft process, and now Dion was kind of chipping in on, hey, whatever. I didn't like any of that. But this is criminal. If they come out and name Bailey Zappi the backup quarterback, that is fucking criminal.
Yeah, you're literally saying Shedeur Sanders cannot play.
Yeah,
like that. Just in football terms, he's been in camp since mini camp, since rookie camp. He's been working all along the way. He had the preseason stuff.
It had a solid preseason
and seemed to play well. And now we're in the regular season, and you don't trust him enough to be the backup. Ideally, he still ain't gonna play, but at least he's the backup to a guy that signed to the practice squad. This week? I mean, that's outrageous. I mean, it just makes no sense whatsoever that you're basically saying, I don't think this dude can play at all.
Facts.
And if that's the case, why not waive him?
Yeah.
For the love of God, just waive the damn guy.
Big facts.
That's crazy. We've got a visitor today.
Our star point guard. My jersey it's the black Mazda, okay? Right next to the honey packs, you can find the jerseys. All right. Listen, yeah. So outside of that, were you thinking what the world was thinking? Like, okay, they're moving Joe. When it initially happened, this has to be positive for Shedeur. Like, he's going to get his shot somewhere down the line.
Just simple, deductive reason. You take a guy out of the mix, you move a guy up. It is what it is. They don't envision going, and it makes sense. Okay, we've already gone with the one rookie. We really don't envision a scenario where it makes sense to bring Joe back as a starter, even by injury, because what the heck, he ain't gonna be here next year. It basically cleared the deck to have Shedeur available for to get some play before the season ends, and to basically shut that down, to do it this way, it may not be a football. I mean, maybe his behavior is just total shit. I don't know. I personally didn't like the mime interview.
Yeah.
I thought that was just juvenile, pointless. I don't think it was a good move.
Yeah, and then and all accounts, he was challenging or responding to Rex Ryan, from whatever, he's on ESPN Get Up, but it's like you're responding to one guy on a fucking morning show.
Yeah, who's not coaching you?
Who's not coaching you or not coaching at all? Hasn't been able to get a coaching job for the past umpteen years. Like, who gives a shit?
But and the other thing you got like how is this playing out? He's in the locker room, coaching staff, maybe they're in their offices, GM, whatever, and then they're getting word, like it's trickling up. Yeah, Shedeur's doing a weird mime interview down in the locker room right now. He's not talking. Again, you're not playing him.
Yeah.
And guys that aren't valuable or not getting played, it's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, do we need this?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I don't get it. But I mean, when's the last time, from a Cleveland perspective, coaching staff, GM, whatever, that there's been anything remotely positive said about Shedeur? Even simply that he's working hard or showing progress. Is any of that? I mean, I can't remember that. It just feels like it's just a completely absent thing. But
Appreciate you.
you're good.
All right, man. Get that.
I have not. There's been.
We got the same record. We got the same attendance now.
Get that dub, man.
But yeah, I can't remember anything being positive being said at all.
No, not from in house. No,
Yeah.
not from in house at
sure.
all. And the coach, I don't know if it's weird or whatnot. And but that goes back to my original theory of there was a split house to begin with.
Yeah.
I think that Stefanski wanted, I think he wanted Dylan Gabriel and was going to go the rest of the draft with other draft picks. And I think the call came in from either up top or whatnot. Hey, get Shedeur. This is a great spot to get him at and what have you. And that was never his plan.
Right.
But
and he's behaved like a pouting child about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if that's the case, you would think that someone from up top can put more pressure to put Shedeur on the field if it's coming from ownership.
Yeah.
So so that's the one chink in my whatever in my thought process.
Yeah. Although I mean, I don't know. That chain of command could be a little wonky for whatever reason.
It is Cleveland.
It is Cleveland. Which is funny because, Johnny Manziel was on a podcast talking about how weird things were in Cleveland when he was there. Now, he's admitted he was a problem.
Yeah.
But he was talking about a trade. He was on a podcast with A.J. McCarron.
Okay.
And McCarron was a bench guy in Cincinnati. And he was traded to Cleveland. But Cleveland didn't send the fax to the league office on time. And the trade was negated. And it was just like, and they were talking together because they're contemporaries. It's like, he's like, Johnny's like, trust me, that wasn't like the 1,000th weirdest thing in Cleveland's front office at that time.
But still weird and irresponsible, and shows why they've had 1,000 starting quarterbacks since whatever year. Yeah. No, that's for sure.
I mean, some people just don't deserve to have control of a team.
Yeah.
Man. It just is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then it spun to this. It's like, goes back to Myles Garrett. Like, what is he doing there? The money. But but again,
he's the bad guy.
Screw you.
Because he had in the offseason, he's like, hey, trade me, man. I need to play for a winning organization. But
exactly.
He had the right idea.
And then he was bought off.
At that time, he became the highest paid defensive player to ever, to ever play.
Every hoe's got a price.
Just a couple of comments here. Kobe says the humiliation ritual. I would tell my son we out of the Browns.
I want to just go because I was thinking about this when you were talking at the beginning of the story. What a just a disaster for the Sanders family. You go back 12 months ago.
Oh yeah.
They're all three of them are together at Colorado. They've got Travis. They're doing a decent job. And then, the season ends. Shiloh can't make a roster. I mean, he got cut, and it's like doesn't seem like anybody's interested in doing anything with him, even as a practice squad guy. Shedeur's going through this weird trial, and Dion's going under the knife again because of some blood clot issues, and he had cancer in the summer. I mean,
and not to mention on the field has been a shit show too.
Right, but like, I mean, it's been a rough ride for
yeah,
all
very
of them,
rough. It's been very rough.
When
It's
you
been
look
very
at
rough.
it collectively.
Now, no, I was just saying like this. One of our commenters also told me here that that could be like a facade. Because things are going so bad on the field,
he's gonna fake a surgery.
You leak kind of, yeah, and that's his way out, you know.
If that's the route that he goes, Jeff, what's his name, man? I can't even think of his name. He's the writer. He wrote the Cowboy book back in the day when the Aikman or whatever. Follow him on Twitter. He always says Deion Sanders is a charlatan. He's just a selfish dude who knows how to talk, and at the end of the day, he doesn't deliver anything. And it's like that would be consistent with being a charlatan. The on-field stuff's going bad. I'm gonna potentially feign or maybe embellish a
there you go.
health crisis.
That may be a better word than embellish.
To kind of get this. Yeah, I mean, if he actually goes under the knife, though.
Yeah, it's hard to.
It's hard to say that, man. It's hard to say that.
It's not our take. It's not my take. It's not your take. I'm just reporting the news here.
Yeah, for real though.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah, you're very committed to the whatever the facade. If that's what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.